Hi everyone, so I'm back with week 48 and this is the 27th of November until the 3rd of December. And I know it's a bit early for Christmas collections, but I was doing it anyway because this week I went to some of my Christmas parties and I put my Christmas tree and all that, so it just seemed better to, get some Christmas collections out and done. So I was looking forward to using some of them up. So I'm using the Vicky Boutin Evergreen and Holly collection, which is a new one for December 22, I believe. So it was good to use that one. It didn't seem too Christmassy. It was more about just December and the holidays in general rather than like Christmas Day and stuff. So it felt quite good to use that one. So I'm using this cheap paper pad that I got from Home Bargains. It's just got some different sort of colours and patterns on there. Basically, it didn't really have a theme. Obviously it's Christmas, but it didn't have a name or anything to go with it. So the card that I just put in is the Happy Holly Jolly Days. I don't know if you're supposed to cut them up or not, but I quite like them just as they were. So I put that in that 3x4 pocket. And then the first photo is going to be a picture of the teapot that I was down south this weekend. So on the Sunday before I went home, I went to go see my grandma and we went to this really nice cafe called the 1066, which I'm actually from the south of the UK, well, south of England, and the 1066 / Battle of Hastings, where I'm from. So a lot of the cafes and things are all themed around that. So this was just a quite cute little teapot. I probably should have got a picture of me, my granny and my mum at the time, but we were just talking. I actually told her about my engagement, so that's the reason why I went to go see her, but we were just talking too much. But we got a nice picture of the little teapot, so I thought that was quite cute. So I put that in that big 3x4 slot, and I'm going to use one of these part of the cutter parts. It had a banner. It's not a banner, like a strip, and it had all these little baubles on there, and I thought that was quite cute, so I wanted to use that along the bottom. And then I'm actually using, because I don't have any stickers to go with this collection, I'm using some stickers that came from Hobbycraft, just some cheap £1 stickers for Christmas time, just because it had the same sort of colours. It had blacks, greens, reds, pinks and stuff, so it matched it really nicely. So I'm just using one with a little bow on that to go above it, and that's all I'm going to do for that one. So the photo that's going to go underneath the title card is actually a picture of me queuing up in the centre of York. So a couple of years back, my mum and dad came over to York, and my dad fell in love with these little ghosts that are made in York. York is the most, or famed for be the most ghostly city or town in the UK. So a lot of the stuff there is aimed around there. There's a lot of ghost tours and that sort of thing, but they make these little ghosts at the ghost merchants, and they're really, really cute. But it went all over TikTok and it became really famous, and so the queues are just absolutely crazy every day. And it was the pandemic when they first came over, so we didn't bother going into the shop, but we should have done, because of the next year they came up and we went to go see what the queues were like, and they were just round the whole street. So we didn't have time to do that when they came up. So I knew he wanted one for Christmas, so I spent my Monday afternoon queuing in this queue. And I actually sent this picture to my mum. You can see ever so slightly there's like a ring that I circled, which is where the sign of the shop was. I was stood in this queue for an hour and 20 minutes to get into the shop. So I was so cold. But it was well worth it. He got his Christmas present. He was so chuffed with it as well, bless him. So I just put some washi tape. The washi tape that I'm using is just a cheap one from the range, like Craft Sensations. It's just green with little branches, like gold branches on there, which matched everything. And then I just put a little present on there because obviously it was a present. That's what I was going to give my dad for Christmas. And then the photo that's going to go next to that is actually of the little ghost that I got. Because I stood in line so long, I actually ended up buying myself one. So I got him the larger one you can see, and the little mini one I kept for Joe and I, just because I thought, well, I've queued for so long, I might as well treat myself to one. So it sits on my desk at work now, which is really cute. So that's just a picture of them. So after you buy them, you can put them in little scenes, and that is them in the little scene of York, the shambles. So it's really cute. So again, I just put some washi tape and a little star sticker on there. The card that's going to go next to that is just like a calendar card. It's just got the days of December, and then I put some journaling on there. Basically, I should probably ring round. It says year. I didn't realise that until I'm looking at it now. So I should actually ring round the year 22, because obviously it could be any year. I'm well aware that's in the 22 album, but you know what I mean. Anyway, so then the next photo, because the reason why I was in York was because I was going out a meal with my friends. So I went in an hour or so earlier, well, 2 hours earlier, and went to go get that ghost. So after that, I went for some food with my friends, and we went to this new place called the Fat Hippo, and it was really, really good. They do these really, really cool burgers, and we were there to celebrate my engagement, so that was nice. And I was telling them all about it and everything like that, so that was good. So we just got a picture of the burger. Again, should have probably got pictures of us, but it's so hard when you're just talking away with your friends. It's just really hard to sort of think about getting a photo. Anyway, again, just put some washi tape at the bottom with a little round sticker. And then underneath, the photo that's going to go underneath the picture of the queue in York is a picture of Mango next to my flowers. So the girls that I went out for a meal with, they actually brought me flowers, as did my other friends. So we had like 2 massive sets of flowers in the house, which was lovely. But Mango was just sat next to the flowers, and they just looked so cute. So I wanted to get a picture of her. Well, I wanted to make sure I put that in the album. So she was just looking really cute next to my flowers. So I just put some washi tape at the bottom. Again, a little present, because they were a present. They were so lovely, white and pink sort of roses. And then the card that's going to go next to that is just one that's like a filler card, obviously. It just says favourite moment with a little Christmas tree inside. And I thought that was a really cute card. And then one thing that I really like about Spotify, I do listen to Spotify a lot because I listen to it whilst I'm working. It tells you what like your top artists and top songs were of 2022, and I just thought that was really good, because in a couple of years' time it'd be interesting to see whether I still listen to them or if I've forgotten about the songs and stuff. So I thought I'd print that off and put it in my album, because then I can compare them year on year. And then I just put a lovely little filler card in the bottom which says Happy Holidays. So because it was like there's a few little black bits and stuff in the layout, I thought I'd go with black alphas. So I go and get my, they're like enamel. They're almost like shiny plastic alphas that just sort of matched the writing and things. And I just used those to put week 48. And then I find my date stamp. It was on the floor, pretty much under the bed. So that's why I couldn't find it last week, but I found it, so that's exciting. But it also means that 1 week of my entire year is completely different date stamps, but it's fine. But I'm glad I found it, because obviously I would have been annoyed if I did really like that date stamp. I've had it for years, so it's one of my favourites. It's one of my only 2 actually, to be fair, but I do really enjoy it. So it's really easy to use. It comes with its own little ink pad, so yeah, really easy. So I come back and do my alphas on there, and the card says my Christmas wish list, so I just sort of ignored that almost. I could have used this as a journaling card, but it's one of the only cards that had like space on there, so I used that. And again, I'm just going to go get my date stamp, and then I put a little black sticker in the middle to separate the dates, and that's pretty much all I do for this one. A busy week again. As I said before, the last couple of months of the year were really busy, and they're going to be even busier next year, with all the wedding planning and stuff like that. So yeah, looking forward to it, but obviously it is a bit stressful dealing with everything. Sometimes you just want to not do anything. But you've got to live life, you've got to keep going, you've got to keep doing things even when you're tired. So I hope you've enjoyed this part of the week, and I'll be back with week 2 shortly. Thank you very much. Bye.